Managed news and journalism partnerships at Reddit. And for those of you who are not as familiar with Reddit, what I work with publishers on is how to source more content from Reddit and also how to engage on the platform. We have 330 million monthly active users, 79% between the ages of 18 and 34, and almost 70% of Redditors get news on the platform. And what makes Reddit unique is we are made up of 138,000 active communities, and these communities come together around topics that they're interested in. So that could be anything from news and politics to Game of Thrones to people who are obsessed with photos of cats standing up, and that is a real community you should check out. And the thing to understand about these communities is they're like real communities. They have their own rules, they have their own culture, they have their own moderators, and I think my job in 10 years will really shift from how do I help you navigate these communities to how is your newsroom strategy going to evolve because you're an actual member of these communities. So super quickly, what I do right now is I help newsrooms find content that's either relevant to you, you want to find something that's pre-viral, or you want to track conversations to know what audiences are interested in. I also help you cite our content in your articles using our beautiful post and comment embeds that you see up there. And then on the engagement side, as people start engaging on Reddit more, you might start doing an Ask Me Anything or an AMA with your reporters and experts to reach different communities. We also recently rolled out profiles where you can post to your own page and have followers. This is a great way for people who are interested in your content and interacting with you to do this regularly and also interact regularly in various communities. So I know this is new for a lot of newsrooms, but you will very quickly pick up the culture and the lingo. So you'll see the Washington Post has really taken off with a very Reddit-y voice that's probably different from their other social platforms. You'll also very quickly be able to jump into your role as someone who provides extra context, fact-checking, within these discussions that are already happening around news topics. So Alabama Media Group jumping into this conversation about Roy Moore as obvious experts from Alabama. And the third thing that people will very quickly start doing is working with communities to create content. So in this case, Money Magazine wants to put together a story about cheap meal plans, and they are engaging with the Eat Cheap and Healthy community for story ideas. So this might be awkward when you first start to engage. Sorry, not going to my next slide. So initially, it's going to be awkward. It's going to feel like you're the new kid who transferred freshman year and everyone's known each other since kindergarten. But you will very quickly learn to actually appreciate the rules. You'll appreciate how deep the conversations get and how extremely engaged Redditors are. And I think newsrooms, more than other brands, have the potential to be really authentic members of Reddit communities. And I know authenticity and authentic is like really overused words, but if you're not authentic on Reddit, it really doesn't work. So I think the thing that I'm excited about and what we'll be talking about in 10 years is you will have actual real insight into what communities want, what they expect from you, and I think that also opens up the real potential for you to have an open dialogue with these communities on how they support you because you are contributing as an actual important community member. So I think there's just an obvious real desire to connect with journalists, with newsrooms on the part of Redditors, on the part of just regular individuals. They want to know that you're listening to their interests and their concerns. And I think newsrooms also really want to be plugged into this sentiment. And I think there's so many ways that this can go, but I think it's all generally positive and will happen in these communities. And I just want to leave you with like one inspirational thing or aspirational thing, and this is actually also about a meteorologist. Recently, Alan Seals from WKRG in Mobile, Alabama, became a legit Reddit celebrity. He is apparently the best weatherman ever. I don't know if that's the universe or the world or just on Reddit, but his AMA is one of the top 10 AMAs of all time on Reddit. That includes Barack Obama and Bill Gates. So Redditors like journalists. Sometimes they love journalists and they want to interact with them. And Alan Seals talked about many, many things. He has over 4,000 comments and 92,000 upvotes. So I think there is an opportunity for newsrooms, journalists to be real part of these communities, and maybe one day to achieve this level of Reddit fame. So I look forward to working with all of you on that.